today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Edwards. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's Edwards on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 2. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And he's got it to about the 40. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Edwards. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Edwards toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Edwards now to throw on third down. Flush to his right. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 7th-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Decker. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fowler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
To throw is Edwards. Looking to throw on second down. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Edwards. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Edwards toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Edwards. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shots on the old bandwagon, because this team has rebounded.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
first down. Decker, incomplete, into the hands of Fowler. And they're going to get this up to midfield. To throw on second down. Decker out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickens, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Decker, and this is incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Decker. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Seven, our score after 1. Edwards throwing on 1st down. And here he's got Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Operating from the gun, Edwards. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Run in over the middle by Glenn. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Looking to throw. Edwards. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Edwards. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have moved out in front.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
McPherson now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Decker, and Thomas has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A little juke. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their one. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Operating from the gun. Decker. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Decker. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Edwards. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Edwards. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Edwards. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Edwards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
And McPherson on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Decker. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Decker throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to... Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. Throwing on first down, Decker. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number one. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godfrey and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Dickens, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Decker, and the throw there going to be incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Now Edwards throwing to start the drive.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that flag accepted. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Edwards steps away to his left. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Dickens pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens, and he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On 1st and 10, Decker. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Decker targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Decker. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickens knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Dickens, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Decker. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Their mobile quarterback keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Here's Edwards throwing to start the drive. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Edwards throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Edwards now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Decker throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fowler. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the middle they go. Dickens. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. that time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold it.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. On second down now, Dickens. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, Dickens. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a second and goal. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
On second and goal, here's the option. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on second and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Banks. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw. Decker. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Seibert's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Edwards. Off the play fake. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Edwards on first down. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And he's got some space here. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Seibert on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now Edwards on 1st and 10. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Edwards. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Edwards. Forced. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game, and you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better, and now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
On 2nd down, Dickens. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Edwards to throw on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Looking to throw. Edwards. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Edwards now looking to throw on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Edwards. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
To throw is Edwards. To throw on second down.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Edwards looking to throw on second down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Looking to throw. Edwards. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Edwards. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before? This worked well that I can go to right now.
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he's able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead will shrink to 6. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. On first down, Decker. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd down, Decker. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Decker throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fowler. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Dickens. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Decker. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Up the middle they go. Dickens. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seibert's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the Bucs down by 9. Just over 1:40 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Now Edwards throwing on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Back to throw. Edwards.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Here's Edwards from the gun on 3rd down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Edwards. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Edwards. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Edwards escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
Looking to throw. Edwards. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
This to get it back to a one-score game.
McPherson's kick is good,
And that'll move them back within 6 now.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
The Falcons ready to take over.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.